Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, we are going to take a look at the upcoming characters, the anniversary badge, and of course analyze them and see how good they really are. Of course, I am talking about Luffy and Sanji, Germa 66, the 3 Sweet Commanders, and then rare recruits Nami and Capone. All of them are confirmed to be a part of the anniversary Sugufest, which unfortunately we don't have a lot of information about, although everyone is hoping we also get a new global first debut legend. I actually have quite a few videos planned for this week, for before the anniversary and even after it hits, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to not miss future uploads. Without further ado, let's see how good the anniversary units really are. The first unit out of the new batch we're going to take a look at is the new rare recruit Nami. She has an amazing artwork, very nice work from the artist of course, 10 out of 10. She is a Psy, Striker and Cerebral character, and her limit break abilities are double special activation, which is very good, and reduce no healing duration. Rare recruits are not really meant to be used as captains, but Nami's captain ability reads: boosts attack of strength and Psy characters by 2.5 times and their RCV by 1.2. Might be useful in a treasure map, you won't use her as captain anywhere else. The important part is her special ability, which reads: reduces bind, despair and burn duration by 2 turns, which of course will be 4 turns if you include her double special activation, reduces special cooldown of all characters by 1 turn, and boosts the color affinity of strength and Psy characters by 1.75 for 1 turn. While I do like that Nami has some utility in her special, reducing bind, despair, burn and also cooldowns, it is pretty important to note that sometimes her double special activation even, making the despair, burn and bind reduction 4 turns, won't be enough to completely remove some debuffs. So in my opinion, it is very good that she also has color affinity, because she can help you with some extra turns of bind or despair and then also give you a damage boost. For her support, Nami actually supports Luffy and Sanji, and her level 5 support reads: reduces damage received from int characters by 5%, adds 5% of this character's base attack HP and RCV to the supported character's attack HP and RCV. So not really a very unique support, something pretty standard, although it is not horrible. Her first Sailor ability restores her own cooldown by 2 turns when it is rewinded, which is very good, and her limit break Sailor ability changes all orbs into RCV orbs at the start of the fight, which is also incredible, especially if you are using her as a sub to Luffy and Sanji captain. Overall, this Nami is a decent rare recruit without her double special activation, but with it she is a very good utility and also damage boosting unit. To be completely honest, she does remind me of the int Doflamingo from V2 Blackbeard's and V3 Katakuri's batch, and I really didn't like him when he was released. I don't believe he's that useful, especially without his double special activation, but I do think Nami is a little bit better because she actually does more things than Doflamingo. The other rare recruit of the batch is Capone, and he is a strength shooter driven unit, with his limit break abilities being reducing increased damage taken duration and also reducing no healing duration, just like Nami. His captain ability as a rare recruit is pretty weak. He boosts attack of strength and Psy characters by 2.5 times and reduces damage taken by 10%. May be decent for the treasure map, but nothing else. His special ability reads: reduces chain multiplier limit and chain coefficient reduction duration by 7 turns, reduces any damage received above 3000 HP for 2 turns, and recovers 30% of crew's max HP. His special is actually very useful if you want to deal with any kind of chain debuff, while at the same time he gives you some healing, which can be very important now with the overheal mechanic available in One Piece Treasure Cruise, and at the same time protects you from damage. He can be very useful in the type of content where when you defeat a specific boss, it actually damages you, just like Colosseum page 1 for example. As a support, Capone can be attached to Charlotte, Siphon, Vito and Gotti from his crew, and his support at level 5 adds 13% of this character's base HP to the supported character's base HP, which is not very good. His normal Sailor ability states that he cannot be blown away, which is very good, but his Limit Break Sailor ability is underwhelming by only boosting HP of Strength and Psy characters by 50. Overall, Capone is a very decent sub if we want to deal with any kind of chain debuffs, because removing them by 7 turns is no joke. Now let's move on to the Sugofest exclusive units, starting off with the main one, of course, Luffy and Sanji. They are a dual unit, so they actually have two different captain abilities in their two different forms. If Luffy is your captain, he is a strength, fighter, free spirit unit, and his limit break abilities are reducing hunger, the new debuff in One Piece Treasure Cruise that we also saw in the Halloween Crocodile quest. Then he has pinch healing and also another unit from the bats that reduces no healing duration. Luffy's captain ability reads: if HP is above 99% at the start of the turn, boosts attack of all characters by 4 times, by 3.5 times otherwise. Boosts HP of all characters by 1.2 and allows HP overfill up to 2 times max HP. When Sanji is the captain, he is a Psy, free spirit and fighter character, so they do have the exact same classes, and of course they also do have the same limit break abilities. Sanji's captain ability goes as follows: if HP is above 99% at the start of the turn, boosts attack of all characters by 3.75 times, by 3.25 otherwise. Boosts HP of all characters by 1.2, recovers 1000 HP at the end of its turn, and allows HP overfill up to 2 times max HP. Of course, the best captain ability appears when they are in their dual form after you use their special. If HP is above 99% at the start of the turn, boosts attack of all characters by 5, by 4.5 otherwise. Boosts HP of all characters by 1.2, recovers 1000 HP at the end of its turn, and allows HP overfill up to 2 times maximum HP. Of course, Luffy and Sanji a very strong captain unit. Their special ability reads: changes all orbs including block orbs into RCV, allows HP overfill up to 2 times max HP, recovers 50 times character's RCV in HP, and becomes Luffy and Sanji for 3 turns. If HP is above 99% at the time the special is activated, boosts attack of all characters by 2.5 times for 1 turn, by 2 times otherwise. A very good special as well to go with their captain ability, and we can understand that Luffy and Sanji rely on you having a lot of HP. The good thing is that they actually provide that not only if Sanji is the captain or they are in their dual form, but they also heal you in their special, and their swap helps you with RCV orbs because it goes as follows: reduces bind, despair and paralysis duration by 1 turn, makes RCV orbs beneficial for all characters for 1 turn, and changes their own orb into an RCV orb, which is a very strong swap, one of the best in the game for sure, because first of all they reduce bind, despair and paralysis, some of the most common debuffs in One Piece Treasure Cruise, but at the same time they do make RCV orbs beneficial and change their orb into an RCV orb, meaning every swap you are going to have a matching orb, and at the same time you will have the ability to heal to of course have over 99% of your HP. Their normal Sailor ability is nothing special, just boosts base attack, HP and RCV of all characters by 50 and 100 if they are in their dual form. Their Limit Break Sailor ability though boosts the amount healed from RCV orbs by 300 each, which is another component to help you get more HP and specifically over 99%. Overall, Luffy and Sanji is a very good unit, a very strong captain, very good in stalling and healing because Sanji, while captain, can help you with healing, their swap can give you RCV orbs to help you with healing, and of course their special as well, and on top of all that, they allow overheal up to 2 times maximum HP. Their special is also very good if we take into consideration that they pretty much guarantee a full board of matching slots if you have also swapped in the same turn, and at the same time give you a 2.5 times or at least a 2 times attack boost. Personally, I am a huge fan of dual units and they have an incredible swap. I love playing around with dual units, and while Luffy and Sanji won't be a hard unit to actually team build around, I am still very excited for them to be added in the game. The next Sugofest exclusive unit can be mistaken for a dual unit, but it's not. It is a super type unit. Specifically, I am talking about the 3 Sweet Commanders with Katakuri, Cracker and Smoothie. They are a strength super type unit, being Powerhouse and Slasher, and their limit break abilities are slot bind reduction, critical hit, and increased damage taken reduction. Their captain ability reads: boosts attack of strength characters by 4 times, boosts attack of all other characters by 3.75, boosts HP of all characters by 1.3, and reduces despair duration by 10 turns. If you defeated an enemy last turn, boosts attack of strength characters by 5 times instead. A very nice captain ability, because first of all, they have built-in utility by removing despair for 10 turns. Other than that, I love the fact that they are not limited to strength units like super type subways. They also boost other characters by 3.75. Their special ability goes as follows: adds 1.1 to the chain multiplier for 1 turn, boosts attack of strength characters by 2 times for 1 turn, and boosts the color affinity of strength characters by 2 times for 1 turn as well. An incredibly strong special for strength teams. Even if they are a captain or a sub, this special can be very useful against Dex content, that is for sure. As a support, the 3 Sweet Commanders can be attached to Perospero and Big Mom, Charlotte Linlin of course, and at level 5 their support reads: once per an adventure, when an enemy inflicts you with silence or despair, reduces silence and despair duration by 2 turns. Silence of course being special bind. Easily one of the best supports in the game when the unit is actually released, especially because of the special bind reduction. As I already mentioned, the 3 Sweet Commanders are a super type unit, so their super type requirement is the following. They must be captain and other members of the crew must consist of Linlin, Perospero, Daifuku, Oven, Amande, Brûlée, Mondor, Galette, Bavarois, Pudding or Flambé. And if that requirement is met, their super type special is the following. Deals 100 times character's attack in typeless damage to all enemies that will ignore damage negating abilities and barriers. Reduces special cooldown of strength characters by 1 turn and transforms all strength characters into super type strength. Overall, and in my opinion, this unit is very lackluster. While I do like the fact that their captain ability doesn't restrict you to only strength units, their special ability does, because you are never going to use a unit and the only help you're gonna get from that unit is 1.1 to your chain multiplier. That is never going to happen. You're gonna prefer another unit in your box. I think the only reason that they can actually boost other characters except strength is just because of the special type requirement, which is to have another Charlotte family member in the crew. And because the Charlotte family members are of all types, strength, Q, Dex, Psi and Int, they are all over the place. That is why the Sweet Commanders actually allow you to boost more types than one, in my opinion. And then their super type special. Even if you do use a Charlotte family member and fulfill the super type special requirement, the super type special is not that good. The damage they do is not that much, although it can be helpful if you have some mobs during the quest with annoying barriers, but the special cooldown reduction won't be needed majority of the time. Yes, it can be very helpful in specific content, but you will encounter that content very rarely. At the end of the day, I think the best thing about this unit is their support. It is extremely good, one of the best supports in the game, and it can be attached to very good units like Dex Re-Recruit Pero and a bunch of Big Mom units, even the versus unit against Kaido, which we are going to get after the anniversary. Don't get me wrong though, against Dex content, this unit will be very good to use as captain and even more so as sub. The final anniversary Sugofest exclusive unit is the Germa 66 unit with Judge, Ichiji, Niji, Yonji and Reiju. They are a Sai super type unit and their classes are powerhouse and driven, while their limit break abilities are slot bind reduction, critical hit and increased damage taken reduction. Their artwork also looks incredibly awesome. Now for their captain ability, it goes as follows. Boosts attack of Sai characters by 4 times, boosts attack of all other characters by 3.75 and makes TND orbs beneficial for all characters. If a Sai character has a Sai or TND orb, boosts their attack by 5 times instead. If this character becomes your captain in the middle of an island, this character's own normal attacks count as type effective against all types. To me, this is a very unique and super interesting captain ability. But how can this unit become your captain in the middle of the quest? Let's also read the special ability. It has 2 stages, but the second stage of the special ability goes as follows. Changes all orbs into TND orbs, amplifies the effect of orbs for Sai characters by 2.25 for 2 turns, and swaps this unit with your captain for 2 turns. So that is exactly how they can become your captain. They can also be attached as a support, but to only Sanji characters, which does make sense. Their level 5 support ability reads: once per an adventure, when an enemy inflicts you with an orb randomization or orb manipulation, changes all orbs into TND and makes Sai, RCV and TND orbs beneficial for all characters for 1 turn. A very nice support indeed, although I do not think it is better than the Sweet Commander one. As I mentioned, this is a super type unit, so the super type requirement goes as follows. Germa 66 must be captain, and other members of the crew must consist of Sanji, Monkey D. Luffy, Nami, Tony Chopper, Brook, Jinbe or Carrot. Pretty much the people that actually fought alongside Germa in the Whole Cake Island battle. Their super type special ability goes as follows. Boosts chain multiplier by 1.25 for 1 turn, locks all orbs for 1 turn and transforms all Sai characters into super type Sai. Overall, this unit is very interesting and very uniquely designed because their captain ability doesn't just have the classic I'm boosting one type, but I'm boosting the rest of the types lower. They also give you matching slots in TND slots, and they have that extra component that if they become your captain in the middle of a quest, then they work exactly like Bullet. Their attacks count as type effective against all types, which to me is very interesting to play around with. It would also be nice for them to make block slots, TND, meaning matching, but I guess for balancing reasons it's not happening and then you have to bring another unit as a sub or support to remove block slots. My thought about this unit initially, and correct me if my thought process is wrong here, but if you have them as a sub and you activate their special, they will become captain and no matter what they will give the 2.25 times or boost to themselves. Meaning that they are now a super type captain, type effective against all other types, not just int, and they have a TND slot, meaning they boost themselves by 5 times along with every other Sai unit in the crew, and finally they will also have the 2.25 ore boost along with other buffs you gave your crew. And all that will lead to a very devastating blow with the Germa 66 family unit if you end your attacking chain with them. Plays like that are exactly what I mean by this unit being very interesting. On top of that, they work amazingly well with Luffy and Sanji, because Luffy and Sanji will allow the Germa 66 unit to get their super type ability, while at the same time giving us an attack boost, and the cherry on top is that Luffy and Sanji will allow us to have a full board of matching slots because they actually change block slots as well, while the Germa unit doesn't. And then the Germa unit can of course give us TNT slots, meaning they will be boosting our attack even higher if they are captain. And that was my analysis with all the confirmed upcoming anniversary batch units. If you enjoyed the video, please let it be known with a like, I would really appreciate it, and if you want to see more videos like this, of course subscribe to the channel. Tell me in the comments below which one of the units is actually your favorite and which one you are looking forward to the most. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.